the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Bulls in Chicago. Last game for Chicago, they ended up with a loss to Oklahoma City. These guys are in the doldrums, a real tough stretch with only one win to show for their last 9 games. A lot of scorers in this rookie class, but I want to talk about one in particular, AI. Shaq, what has most impressed you about him?
Kenny, we've been doing this for a long time, and I'm going to do something I never do.
What's that?
Give you a compliment.
Why?
He reminds me of you because he's not playing like a rookie offensively.
Oh.
He has multiple ways to attack the defenders.
Well, I appreciate that, Shaq.
Even though I lied.
You know, I was about to say he reminds me of you because his mental approach is such wise beyond his years. But he's amazing production. Has given him a handful of games this season, so I'm not sure.
You know who AI reminds me of?
Who's that?
Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
The Nets are out of Brooklyn as they take on their Eastern Conference rival in today's game. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. Taking a look at Chicago. Well, they didn't have the success they hoped for on their recent road trip, but now is the time to regroup for a win with the help of their tremendous fans.
Yeah, and Kevin, I haven't been able to quite figure out what the problem been for this group, but obviously neither have they, because the struggle is real. I know they're working hard to get things figured out, but no matter what road they've taken, it's led to a dead end.
far enough into the season now to determine the true contenders, Clark, or do you feel that isn't revealed until closer to playoff time?
No, I think you start to narrow that list down right now, Kevin. I mean, you begin to see which teams are capable of making runs in the playoffs. And obviously anything can happen between now and the playoffs, but the teams that are going to be there battling, you get a pretty good read on who those teams are right now.
So the Nets starting five. LeVert and Carroll are the wingmen. AI is out there with Davis, and it's Russell in at the point. Here's Carroll, a beautiful reverse layup. Carroll's got the first points of the night for the Nets.
Like how assertive Carroll is near the basket, capitalizing inside.
Dunn kicks to Porter. To the paint, here's Markkanen, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And they swept the season series against them last year. They really did have the upper hand.
And I think that's where it starts, guys. Neither team a playoff factor, but you work your way up the ladder team by team. And this is really one matchup they feel very confident with.
And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. From deep. And no good that time. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And really, man, they played their hearts out. Missed a couple opportunities down the stretch, and that was the difference.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? Much love to them because the energy was there. But the execution fell just a little short.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Levine. From outside the arc, the rebound by Ilgauskas. Outside Russell, pass to Ilgauskas. Goes up the baseline. He gets it in there. Chicago with the ball. Dunn looking over the floor. Outside, Levine. Right side, Porter. 5 on the clock. Here's Dunn. And Davis pulls it down. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Takes it from 10. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup.
Well, I like watching him get after it on the glass now, staying active, and usually that leads to good things.
Levine with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against Oklahoma City. Brooklyn with the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside. Out to the right wing. Russell with a wide open look. Hands it from downtown. Russell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here is Carter. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. Bean passes to Carter to end the run. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's LeVert, stolen by Markkanen. Levine kicks to Dunn. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Amazing job by Chris Dunn, positioning himself well inside and dominating the defense.
Outside, Russell. Pass to Ilgauskas. Carroll against Markkanen. Outside, Russell. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And it's Ilgauskas missing. Bulls trail by 5. And guys, Kenny Atkinson, a coach who has a knack for player development.
Yeah, he does, and the players' improvement on this Nets team speaks to that. I mean, Atkinson has done a terrific job of improving his young players. Also gets the most out of the veterans and teaches them new skills and approaches to their game, which endears them to the players and helps his team.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
It's Carroll on the wing. Back to AI. It's stolen by Carter. Now, here's Dunn. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Right side, Levine. And here's Porter. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Tries again, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, battling inside, I like Levine's aggressive approach. Tough to match without fouling.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Now, here is Russell. You saw him with 29 points last game. Back to AI. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Levine. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game.
Kevin, I like what Levine showed there, not getting so locked in to his own offense. Keeps his head up, finds the open man.
Here's Ilgauskas after the made shot from Lauri Markkanen. Now Russell. A good portion of their scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Fires from 18. And it's Ilgauskas missing. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Bulls. 4-point game. Carter outside. The dish to Markkanen. Dunn passes to Carter. Over Davis. And it's Carter missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
The Nets working the ball around now. Levert the pass to Ilgauskas. Shoots over Markkanen. Ilgauskas. Good. Ilgauskas has got his third bucket of the night.
Yeah, those shots are taken totally in rhythm. High percentage quality shots and really getting whatever he wants.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Clark, if you need to win a Game 7, and you can't have KD or LeBron, but you can have any other one player in the league, who would you pick?
Wow, you can't have either one of those guys.
How do you like that question?
There's a great list. Harden, Curry, Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard when healthy. And I think you'd have to throw Russell Westbrook in there, too, for a one-game situation where he could just go with the band that he goes with. But I think I'm going to hang my hat with Kyrie Irving since he was part of bringing a championship to the Cavs a couple of years ago, my hometown.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Robin Lopez is checked in for Carter. Felicio comes in for Markkanen. Valentine's checked in for Porter. And it's Harrison in for Dunn. Now here is Harris. Dinwiddie dishes to Ilgauskas. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Zach LaVine. The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Good on the second free throw. Bulls trail by 7. They call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in.
Zach LaVine, a high riser, the two-time dunk contest champ, making his return from that ACL surgery. He can be an explosive scorer.
Now, here's Ilgauskas. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Ilgauskas has got 9.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Felicio kicks to Valentine. And there's the pass to Levine. And stolen by Harris. And oh, here we go. Harris, nobody back. Knocks it loose. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. And from everything you hear, Levine is a big-time gym rat, Greg.
Yeah, you know, I think he's very dedicated to reaching his full potential. And with his shooting and athleticism, I think he's a great fit in today's game in terms of offense.
Lopez with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
The offense is sputtering a bit here, starting to fall behind.
Yeah, it's been a cold start, no doubt. They've got to find a way to put some points on the board.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And as we're reaching the end of the calendar year, here's a great chance to delve into the updated power rankings. You look at the Nets. They're moving on up, 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And you know, for the Nets, they weren't supposed to be this effective at this point in the season. The question now is, can they sustain it?
Here's Felicio. Lopez left side. Harrison scanning the floor. Clock at 6. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Lopez with the bucket.
That's just too easy. I mean, you can't let him post you like that.
Yeah, where's your fight? You got to show more fight than that.
Harris outside. Over to the wing. Dinwiddie passes to Hollis Jefferson. He dishes it to Dinwiddie. Over Levine. Here's Ilgauskas. Lays it up and banks it in. Ilgauskas has got 11 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
I briefly spoke with Jim Boylan. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you. Do you think that's the right approach, guys?
I don't think it's ever wrong to focus on defense first. It sets a tone that can last for an entire game.
Yeah, that's the most surefire approach to use, guys. I mean, because they don't want to get into a shootout today. I mean, if this becomes a defensive battle, they'd really enjoy that. And, you know, Spencer Dinwiddie appeared to come out of nowhere, played in college at Colorado, got hurt right before he was drafted, but he's an outstanding competitor who does all of the little things it takes to win. I mean, you watch him play, and it's easy to see why he earns a coach's trust on the floor.
Dunn, he's checked in for Chicago. There's Harrison. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Dunn. Here's Lopez, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Nets leading by 7. Dinwiddie kicks to Harris. It's Hollis Jefferson, top of the key. In the corner, Napier with it. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Dunn attacking. Passes to Harrison. Here's Felicio. Ball's knocked loose. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Here's Dunn. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And there's the foul. Will go on Shabazz Napier. That is his first foul of the game. Caruth is checked in for Harris. On defense, Brooklyn. They have a 9-point lead. Valentine passes to Felicio. 6 to shoot. Dunn, wide open, he fires. Buries it from 3-point range. Dunn's got 5 now.
Boy, you got to love it whenever you see Dunn working the screen roll. Crafty, creative, and competent is Chris Dunn.
Napier dishes to Ilgauskas. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 13 points in the game. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Robin Lopez talks about the importance of being the anchor on the defensive end.
That's something I relish.
And Greg, that's why his teammates love him.
Absolutely. You can tell Lopez really wants to make an impact on defense on every possession.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
You know, Greg, I love watching this team get after it on defense. I mean, they play with a bit of edge and nastiness.
We've got Valentine, Harrison out there with Dunn, and there's Robin Lopez, and it's Felicio in at the 4 slot. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. Valentine kicks to Harrison. The fadeaway, and that one is off. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, they gave up in that one. The defense constantly breaking down way too many times.
Yep, and that's not a winning performance. I mean, you got to tighten up the defense moving forward if you're going to get some W's.
Here's Ilgauskas. Knocked away. Here's Caruth. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Bulls trail by 12. Dunn passes to Harrison. Back to Dunn. To shoot. Pass to Felicio. From 10 feet out. Rejected by Ilgauskas. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. That's check in for Brooklyn. Nets leading by 12. And one thing, Clark, about the Nets, they've shown in the last couple of years that they are willing to take a risk on players.
And in many cases, it's worked out for them, Kevin. They traded for D'Angelo Russell when his value was rather low. So taking a risk on players who hadn't worked out for other teams has paid dividends. And I'd throw Amar'e Ilgauskas in that category as well for them.
Ilgauskas, good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Dunn attacking. He hits it from 9. Dunn's got 7.
And once again, Chris Dunn showing off his all-around game. Not just an incredible shooter, but an excellent finisher at the rim as well.
Now here's Cram. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Dinwiddie. Dunn covering. Hollis Jefferson. That one, no good. Good D by Lopez. Here's Harrison. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Valentine. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The position of power forward, Clark, that was your position. Did you ever think it would become a major weapon for stretching the floor as it is now?
No, I didn't see that evolution happening. I mean, again, at that time in the 80s, even into the 90s, you had the small forward and the power forward was more of an enforcer. I was actually kind of a hybrid at the time because I could deal inside effectively on the glass and because of my size and strength, but also could step out and put it on the floor and pass it a little bit. So no, the evolution with the 4-man in this day and age, I did not foresee that at all. Love what's happened with it.
Here is Davis. Now here's Napier. Inside. Here's Ilgauskas. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. Chicago the foul. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Nets?
Take note of the work they've done on the offensive glass. Guys, they've got a ton of putbacks.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Valentine's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Harrison. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside, Levine. No good on the triple.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's LeVert. Porter pulls it in. Bulls trail by 18. There's the pass to Harrison. Over to the left wing. From past the arc. Porter, no luck. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now here's Napier. Tight defense on him. That's tipped. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Lakers was phenomenal. He finished with 39 points and was on the mark several times from beyond the three-point arc. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss, and he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
And you know what, Greg? I think defensively, they're going to be ready for him. They won't make things easy. Coming off a game like he just had, I mean, he's going to get a bunch of attention.
Bulls trail by 21. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the dunk by Lopez.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Dinwiddie kicks to Napier. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Napier's got his second bucket of the night.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Here's Felicio. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Yep, that one goes.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Dinwiddie passes to Davis. Here's Dinwiddie, guarded by Levine. Rebound collected by Levine. Levine's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now here's Valentine, guarded by Harris. Here's Felicio. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Dinwiddie kicks to Ilgauskas. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Ilgauskas has got 19 points.
Yeah, you know what? Dinwiddie is very dependable at serving his teammates on the court. Seems like a natural leader.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Levine, and that one drops for him. Levine's got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Napier, done covering. Here's Ilgauskas, Davis, and he hits the buzzer beater.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from AI.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
And Greg, you know, to have a really good defense, you need that rim protector back there, and this guy was an absolute beast during that half.
So for Brooklyn now, Russell and LeVert in the backcourt. AI is out there with Amar'e Ilgauskas, and it's Davis at the center position.
And Lauri Markkanen, a 7-footer who can really let it fly. At Arizona, the most three-pointers ever by a 7-footer in a single season.
Carter at the elbow, 6 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Porter, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
I'm still kind of trying to figure out how that one went in. Don't think they drew it up that way, but hey, it still counts because it worked.
Brooklyn leading by 18. And Markkanen also setting records for 3-pointers made by a rookie, Greg.
A quick release, the ball comes off his hands so effortlessly. He's more than a stretch big as well. I think he's a shooter who just happens to be 7 feet tall.
Levine passes to Carter. Back to Levine. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Levine's got 8.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. 22 is their biggest lead. Kicks to Carroll. Lets it go with a 3. And the Nets, another 3.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Done outside. And here is Markkanen. He has 6. Outside, Levine. Here's the floater. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Basket counts. 24 points for AI.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Chicago calls timeout.
You know, Karis LeVert came into the league as a scoring wing, but has changed into a playmaker. I mean, he developed into a primary ball handler out of necessity, and it's a role he's thrived in. He attacks the defense and can finish at the rim himself or find teammates.
How about those rookies? Time now to check out the Rookie of the Year race, ranking the league's best young rookies here midway through the season. You look at Ilgauskas. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special, special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
I ditto all of that. I mean, it's taken him only about half a season to show that he's going to be one of the faces of the NBA for a long time to come, barring injury.
Shoots the 3. The rebound by the Nets. Ilgauskas has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Levine dishes to Markkanen. Back to Levine. Out to the wing, and they get it. Dunn misses.
Boy, strange that he bricked that one. I mean, no clue where the defense was, and tell you what, they got very lucky.
Outside Carroll, but they recover it. It's hauled in by Dunn. Bulls have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Dishes to Levine. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Lightning move off the dribble. No one can slide over in time. He beat the help. Results in Levine getting free throws.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. Free throw good, Levine. So for the Nets, Hollis Jefferson comes in for Ed Davis. And Caruch is subbed in for Amar'e Carroll. And so Levine nails both of them.
You know, not a guy you want to send to the foul line. Levine, one of the best in this league for his age.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Down low, LeVert, and he banks in the layup. LeVert's got 6 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Chicago has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Dunn kicks to Levine. Doesn't go for him. Nice D from Russell.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Caruch, guarded by Porter. Down against Russell. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Now, while we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up, let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
Look at Ilgauskas. He's a tremendous shooter, and he's going to get his share of votes, but he'll probably be on the outside of this year's three-point contest, looking in.
And I'm sure he thought he'd be higher in the voting than he is, but, man, it's hard to separate all these great shooters we have in the league today.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more, and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Down low, stolen by Carter. Fast break, here comes Chicago. Levine with the ball, over Russell. Almost, but it rolls out.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Caruch. He's got 7. AI right side. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Nails the baby hook. Porter's got his second bucket tonight.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Ilgauskas. And that one hits back iron.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Here are the top shooters from deep this month. These guys have been raining down threes lately. D'Angelo Russell 4th.
Sometimes a three-point shooter gets into that rhythm and just keeps carrying it over. That's been the case for him the entire month.
First free throw is good. Some changes for Chicago. Lopez, he's checked in for Carter. And it's Denzel Valentine in for Lauri Markkanen. Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for D'Angelo Russell. Harris with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Floats one. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Hey, props to Dinwiddie there. I mean, Spencer, the closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous he is.
Levine kicks to Porter. Dunn up top. Now Levine. He's got 10. Just 5 to shoot. And there's Dunn on the assist by Levine. 11 points for Chris Dunn.
Boy, he's been excellent thus far, Kevin, but it still hasn't been enough to get them the lead.
Dinwiddie passes to Hollis Jefferson. Sinks that one from the post. Dinwiddie's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, that's just outstanding work from Hollis Jefferson. I mean, this is a guy that puts the team first in everything. Always looking to create the best shot on offense.
Porter kicks to Lopez. Out to the right wing. On the wing, Levine. That one a little long.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
On the wing, Harris. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Dinwiddie. Nets passing it around. Ilgauskas in the post. Guarded by Porter. Ilgauskas. Good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Dunn right side. Back to Levine. Looking to get back on track here. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. And that's 12 points for Zach Levine. Here's Dinwiddie. He's got 6. Feeds to Ilgauskas. Lays it up and banks it in. Ilgauskas has got 28.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Bulls making a switch here. Felicio's checked in. Napier, he's checked in for the Nets. Now here's Valentine. Not a lot of room. Dunn misses. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Dinwiddie dishes to Ilgauskas. Top of the key. Felicio with a rebound. Chicago's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Lopez outside. Pass to Felicio. Levine with it. He's got 12. Just 5 on the clock. Buries it down low. Levine's got 14 points for the game.
I like what Levine gives you, Kevin. Both the quickness and length. Tough to negate once he builds forward momentum.
Napier passes to Ilgauskas. Over Lopez. Good D by Lopez.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
Harris looking it over. A floater. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 6 here in this quarter.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Felicio kicks to Dunn. Outside, Levine. Count it. He's got 16.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Brooklyn leading by 23. Here's Dinwiddie. He's got 8. Here's Ilgauskas. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 5 assists tonight.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Outside, Levine. Drills it from outside. Levine's got 19 points.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Here's Dinwiddie, guarded by Levine. Ilgauskas. Lopez with the block. Left side, Levine. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Lopez. Lowry Marketing comes in for Felicio. Porter's checked in for Denzel Valentine. And it's done in for Harrison. Carter against Davis. To the paint. Here's Ilgauskas. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Lowry Markkanen. Where you look at player contracts today, Clark, a little different from the one after you signed your rookie year. What, 4 years and $1 million? Do I have that right?
Yeah, you got the numbers right, Kevin. And, you know, I look at that as all relative. How about the guys who played way before me?
Right.
And they were traveling on trains to games and were working jobs during the summer. I mean, it's all a function of the revenue generation of the league, which has grown exponentially. Since I played, we were part of the group that actually saw the first salary cap instituted in the early 80s. So growth is part of what we see now in players' salaries, and I'm all for the guys to get what they deserve from that standpoint.
We've got Carter, and it's Arcidiacono in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Hey, you could sink these with your eyes closed or blindfolded. So close, so deep inside. Great bucket.
LeVert the pass to Davis. Outside, Russell. Taken away. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Rebound, Brooklyn. Carroll's got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's Carroll with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Ilgauskas in the post. That one, no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Here's Lemon. The pass to Hutchison. To the left wing. Here's Arcidiacono. Money from the wing. Nets leading by 22. Russell looking around. You know, every coach talks about playing team basketball, Clark. When it comes to the fans, they really come out to see the stars. What do you think is the psychology behind that?
Well, I think fans enjoy elite players and great talent across any sport. But they also recognize that team play is critical to winning. So I think it's a combination. Fans, I think we've got to give them a little more credit. Sure, they want to see the stars play, but they want to win, and they know to win, teams have to be about team basketball, not just highlighting and enjoying the stars. Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Friday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. Then on Sunday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And that game against the Wizards, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Here's Lemon. He's guarded by Russell. Hutchison's shot is off. Brooklyn leading by 22. Pass to Ilgauskas. Puts it up from 17. That one good for 2. Ilgauskas has got 36.
Great basketball from him, Kevin. A commanding performance, helping add to the lead this quarter.
To the inside, Lemon. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Outside, Russell. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
The mid-range game. And when guys have that, there's no question they can shoot, and this kid can shoot.
Carter at the elbow. Pass to Lemon. Here's Hutchison. He's guarded by Russell. And there's the feed to Carter. And yes, it's good.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Brooklyn's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Now, here is Russell. This NBA Clark, amazing. The potential now for some players to play into their 40s. In fact, we're seeing a couple guys in their 40s playing right now and playing well.
Yeah, you know, I thought about it when we started to see this influx, Kevin, of high school players coming into the league at 19, 20, 21 with the advancement in nutrition knowledge and training methods and preservation of the body and taking care of it, that we might see more longer careers. But if you start at 21 and play 15 years, that's still only 36. So I think we're going to see some more guys in the 40s, but I still think it's going to be a small number by and large.
Here's Arcidiacono. Pass to Hutchison. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Lemon. And it comes off the front of the rim.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Ilgauskas, good.
You never pass for the sake of passing. You wait until the defense commits. Russell does that, finds the open man nicely.
Over to the wing. Lemon, the pass to Carter. Here's Lemon. He's guarded by Russell. That one wide left.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
AI outside. And there's the pass to LeVert. Now, here is Russell. It's Carroll on the wing. To the middle. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Pass to Arcidiacono. Here's Lemon. Passes it to Selden. Here's Lemon. Clock at 6. They could use a bucket. And the basket by Hutchison.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And in what should be an exciting 4-game season series between these two teams, they have to feel great about taking this first one against the Bulls.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for AI.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Inside, LeVert, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
And, Greg, you know how hard it is to win on the road, but they seem to have this one firmly in control and have been very impressive today.
Here's Hutchison. Another one falls for Chicago.
this is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Well, hopefully they can ride this momentum into the next game because this one is done. Over. Fine.
And here's Russell. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.